So yeah, I'm here to talk about Love Game. So firstly, I'd like to acknowledge that we're on Whadjuk Noongar country and pay respect to elders past, present and future. So what is Love Game? So Love Game is a concept that we have developed and it targets culturally and linguistically diverse communities and works to try to create some really inclusive events and strategies that aim to place them in environments that they can feel comfortable in. And in turn, we hope that this helps them to discuss HIV and sexual health and for us to deliver some really important messages around HIV prevention, healthy relationships and safe sex. So yeah, we try to run events that where the target group can have a really positive experience with. We found from research that target group of any strategy is more likely to take on the messages that you deliver when you're placing them in a comfortable space that they can relate to and enjoy. So that is really the key idea with Love Game, the Love Game brand. It represents all the sort of events we are running that follow this idea. We want people to recognise the Love Game name and associate it with really fun and engaging events, but also somewhere where they know they are going to find some really important information. So why did we develop Love Game? As you can see from the stats, between 2009 and 2013, roughly 25% of all HIV diagnoses were among people born in countries with high HIV prevalence. So there's obviously the need for education. This isn't something that we can necessarily control, but we can increase the awareness around testing and work to reduce stigma so that we're able to reduce further transmission and also improve the well-being of people that are living with HIV. So we also find that there's a lot of migrants and refugees that may never have had the opportunity to receive HIV education at all. So, you know, when they're coming to Australia, this gives us a really good opportunity to provide this education. And that's where Love Game comes in really handy. It provides events where we're able to really reach the community, get them involved, get them engaged, and then we're able to deliver that HIV prevention messages. We also acknowledge that HIV and sexual health are subjects that can be difficult to talk about and discuss. So again, this is where the Love Game, we try to create these events where people are in a positive, engaging environment, and then we're hopefully able to break down a few of those barriers and increase the discussion of HIV. And there is also a general consensus that generally people can come to Australia with the idea that HIV is not necessarily an issue. So again, we're really trying to, you know, increase the awareness around the fact that it is something that they need to be conscious of and talk about and be empowered around prevention messages and how to prevent themselves and empower themselves and their community. So who is involved? So us at the WA AIDS Council, the Metropolitan Migrant Resource Centre. Football West helped us a lot with the football tournament. They gave us a lot of guidance around the logistics and tips to implementing a really successful tournament, which was a lot more work than I think we first expected. And then for our upcoming Love Game on the Red Carpet event, we are supported by the Office of Multicultural Interests, and that's through a grant. Definitely the most important people involved in all the Love Game events are the community members and the representatives of the target group. Each event that we have and will have is made up of a Love Game planning committee, which is made up of culturally diverse community members, and they are vital, really vital and really important in ensuring that we take an approach and a direction that will result in an event that is culturally appropriate, appealing, and gives us the best opportunity to really deliver some key HIV messages. It also works really well both ways. We're also able to build their capacity so that they're able to go back to their community and feel more confident and capable of discussing HIV with their community and also empower themselves. So some of the people involved, some of the community members involved that have really embraced the Love Game concept. Firstly, From Nothing to Something, FNTS movement, and they're a group of young multicultural men. Sorry, just lost myself here. A group of young multicultural men, and they use their own talents and their resources to support other young people and get them to engage in activities that they are passionate about, and that also help them recognise their own culture and appreciate their own culture. And also emo community services. And they are a group that support refugees and people with cold backgrounds, and they provide a lot of training and information to assist them in becoming a part of or remaining in the workforce. And ECOS were primarily involved in the football tournament. So, again, I really can't stress the importance of having community involvement. It really gives us great direction in how we're able to, engage the community and really have events that are going to be really inclusive and enjoyable. So, the football tournament, we did a lot of, it was actually something that was, there was a real demand from sub-Saharan African community groups to use football as our soccer as a popular way to communicate HIV messages and a safe way to communicate HIV messages. So we did a bit of research from tournaments that were done in Africa, and we found they had a lot of success in engaging communities and motivating communities. So there was also the ongoing theme that football has the capability to unite communities over a shared passion. So this was something that was really appealing to us. We really wanted to create an event that was really inclusive and got people passionate about, and hopefully they were to use that passion in learning about HIV and empowering themselves and their community around HIV and HIV prevention. So we had 4 teams involved, Burundi team, Iraqi team, Congolese team and the Nigerian team. I think it was the Nigerian team that won it, as far as I can remember. I should probably know that. Alright, so some of the key... these are some photos from the day, just to prove that we actually did do this event. Some really, a couple of people that were involved, and it was just a really great day, really fun day, really engaging, and it was just really fun. So some of the key messages that we're talking about, HIV prevention, so that's more around us ensuring that we provide the accurate information and resources that people can take the steps to preventing the transmission or acquisition of HIV. Know your status, so ensuring we raise awareness of the importance of testing and early treatment and knowing your HIV status. So it is also really important for us here to work to reduce stigma around HIV so that people are more inclined to get a test rather than face the potential barrier of the potential backlash from communities when someone does test HIV positive. And this also leads me to another message which I actually forgot to include in the slides, which is test often, treat early and stay safe, which is around the same sort of messaging. Lastly, safety plus pleasure plus respect equals healthy relationships. So again, when it comes to sexual health, it's really important for us to remember to promote these messages around respect in relationships, communication, consent, that sort of stuff. So we delivered these messages in a number of ways. We launched the actual Love Game football tournament and sort of concept at a VIP breakfast. This was held prior to the event, and it gave us a really great opportunity to highlight why we were running this event with some really important people in the community, people that are highly regarded in the community. And so our hope was that they were able to take on these messages that we deliver and the reason why we're hosting this Love Game football tournament, and then take this back to their community and share these messages. So we also had consistent messaging on banners, on the resources. The winners got a uniform which had the messaging on the back of it, and so that was another way that we could make sure that the messaging was consistent and hopefully So here's some of the ways that we did it. There's the uniforms, there's the water bottles with the safe sex packs, a banner we had up, and some of the photos of the winners who were looking very happy with their trophy. Okay, so some of the outcomes. We were able to reach approximately 200 people who were predominantly young males from the African Australian community. We distributed approximately probably 2,000 safe sex packs, which we thought was really, really great. We also assumed that not just the 200 people used the 2,000 safe sex packs, that good on them if they did, where credit's due. But we also assumed that they took them back to their friends, back to their community groups, back to their football clubs, and were able to distribute them out as well. A real big thing for us with this tournament was we had to acknowledge that it's the very first time we've done something like this. And so we really just wanted to create a really great event that people were going to be able to recognise in the future, really enjoy, so that when the Love Game name comes up in the future, they're able to realise it's going to be a really great event where they also able to get some really important HIV information. So that was a really big thing for us. Yeah, so we had really great, consistent, positive feedback throughout the day of teams wanting to get involved in the future and of the patrons, and they were really appreciative of how we went about it. It was really culturally appropriate and all those sort of things. So our next event is Love Game on the Red Carpet, which is actually 5th of December this Saturday, and it coincides with World AIDS Day and Awareness Week. It was actually another event that community members came to us and said that they'd really like, so we thought it would be a great idea to coincide it with World AIDS Day, and also a really great way to again create a really safe, enjoyable atmosphere where they were able to sort of enjoy themselves, have a positive experience with, while also taking on some really key messages. A really big thing for us is it's a way for us to celebrate a lot of the work that in contribution to HIV prevention of community members. So it's really important to recognise these people and the work they've done, so that they can continue to be motivated to continue this work, and also we can hopefully motivate others to get involved. So the event's this Saturday, which is fortunately for us, which is really great, and we're really happy with this. We managed to sell it out a week prior to the event and then release more tickets, and they sold out pretty quickly as well. So we're really happy with that, and hopefully it should be a great night.